So the other day I had this idea. A lot of my friends are tired of social media, and I totally get that. I am too in a lot of ways, but there's one form of social media that still feels relatively healthy, and like maybe even a net good for my happiness and creativity. A lot of people don't want to deal with just another app, right? Like they've been adding apps to their phone for 10 years now. Like nobody wants to deal with another social network. I think that arena might be worth it, right? Like give me the benefit of the doubt on this one. This one's pretty cool. I've been using Arena for like 5 years now, maybe even longer than that, and seeing things accumulate over time has been really cool and interesting and valuable. And a lot of times, like when I'm in conversation with someone and I want to refer to something, like I'll pull up an Arena channel and it's really easy to know where everything is because I've organized it, and it's got like a really intentional way of using it. And I really like Arena's intentional design where it's not made to make you addicted. It's not full of flashy icons, and it's not always sending you notifications that have nothing to do with what you care about. It just wants to show you the things that you're interested in. At least it feels like that. I think it's really important to revisit your own work, whether it's inspiration of other people's work or, things that you've done. It's really cool to come back to things. Like I'll sometimes stumble on a piece of work I uploaded to Arena, years ago. I think, that's pretty cool, actually, that thing that I made. And maybe I didn't have the right perspective on it, or I was too close to it at the time. But, coming back to it after, like I said, a few years, you kind of have a different feeling on it, and there's something really powerful to that. And there's not a lot of tools out there that let you get that experience necessarily. Whether you're designing a room in your house, or right, and you want to talk about colors or furniture, like we're always having these like really visual conversations that would be really, I think, helped if we had the tools to exchange those visuals in an easy way, right? Let me just add you to that Arena channel for that project we've been thinking about. Oh, we've been thinking about that music video? All right, let's put together a little channel and start throwing things into that. And a lot of this is like, it's in Discord channels or it's in message group chats, and it gets lost, right? You don't get to see that 3 or 4 years later unless you're like going and looking for it, right? So I think, there might be place for one more app. And I'm so sorry it's a social media app, but I think that this one might lead us in a direction where we can make more things together. And anything that helps us make more things together is valuable to me. I wish that all my friends had little channels where we could be interacting through imagery, through creativity, right? Exchanging things that inspire us, exchanging ideas and pictures and art and photos and little snapshots and candids in a way that isn't stuck in like a huge, evil tech company. You know what I mean? The people who make Arena are really smart, kind people, and they charge you per month, and that should make you realize that, like, yeah, if I'm paying for it, it's got a totally different model than something like TikTok or Facebook, where the model is to show you ads or to accumulate data about you to sell to marketers, right? And so I feel a lot of trust for the makers of Arena, and I feel trust giving them my time and giving them my content. And I think that any time that I spend scrolling Arena is 10 times more valuable than scrolling Twitter or scrolling Facebook or scrolling Instagram or any of those, scrolling LinkedIn, any of those. In my opinion, I would much rather have my friends on Arena with me, and I would really invite you to join me.